Hey everyone, I'm Drew Brockbank with Zenatta Consulting, and today we are going to help you decide whether or not you should be using the Leads module in Zoho CRM. All right, let's talk about the objective of the Leads module. Leads are unqualified contacts. Form fills on your site should end up as leads in your CRM. This gives you time to determine whether or not the lead is worth pursuing. From there, you can convert, junk, or pass the lead back to marketing for further nurturing. So while we're on this topic, I'm going to jump into the system here and show you a set of lead statuses that I recommend you have as you use the Leads module. Now, from the home screen, you're going to go to Setup, Modules and Fields, Leads, Standard Layout, and you should see here Lead Status. Now, there are already a set of default status fields that Zoho gives you. Feel free to use them. Some of them might not be helpful for you, but at the very least, consider using the ones I'm about to mention now. The first of which would be the lead status rejected. Rejected simply means that this is not a legitimate lead and should not be considered as such. You can mark that as junk. The second lead status that I'd recommend you use is recycled. And recycled simply means you're sending this lead back to marketing or further nurturing. The next status that I'd recommend that you use here is MQL. This will be the default status of leads as they're created, and it's shorthand for a lead being sales ready. The next status I'd recommend you use is working. And working simply means that one of the representatives at your company is currently making outreach attempts to this lead. The next lead status that you should consider using is reached. And reached simply means there has been one or more conversations between one of the representatives at your company and the lead. Let's talk about how leads work. So a few things you can do to get leads working in your system is first, you can integrate Zoho Forms with your CRM's Leads module. Once leads are being populated with form entries, you can round robin your leads using assignment rules to your team. Make sure to take advantage of lead conversion mapping. Now in the system, what does this look like? Well, first, I'd recommend that you get Zoho 1 so that you can access Zoho Forms. Zoho Forms gives you an easy embed into your site that can also pass information back over to the CRM. So let's jump into Forms here. And we will just open this lead discovery form. And on the back end, you can see there's an integration piece here in which you can map over to the Leads module. Nice and easy. If you want to embed this on your site, go to the share section, embed, and you will have an iframe. I recommend you use the JavaScript here because it is responsive on your website, whereas the iframe is not. All right, so let's go back into the CRM, and I'm going to show you lead conversion mapping. If you were to go into the Leads module from the home page here, we can click into any old lead, convert. We're not actually going to convert this. I just want to show you this section here, one of the quick links, lead conversion mapping. Now, lead conversion mapping is essentially saying this field in leads will be passed over to these fields in accounts, deals, and contacts. So why do this? Well, it does a lot of the heavy lifting for you. Let's say you are a sales development rep and you are passing an opportunity on to an account executive. Instead of having the account executive or yourself create both an account, contact, and deal upon qualifying a lead, the system will do this for you. All that's left up to you is to fill up one form and to click one button, and all of that lead information will convert to both an account, contact, and deal. So this is the page in which you can decide what the fields on the lead mean in fields in different modules. Make sure to go through and organize this correctly so that as you press the convert button, everything passes over as planned. So I will just go over this lead just to give you an example. If I was to convert this, I can now create a new contact, an account, and a new deal. This just gives me one place to fill out a form for 3 different records, which will all associate back to each other. So if I go ahead and press convert here, you will see all these records have been created and they are associated to each other. So if I'm to go into this deal, I can now see that there is the company example and the name of the point of contact here, and it's highlighted in blue, which means it is a lookup field. Let's talk about different scenarios in which it would be appropriate to use the leads module and where you probably won't find much use out of the leads module. Let's say you receive 1,000 leads a month and have a team of sales development reps. Now, if you have a bigger team where you have sales development reps that you're managing as well as account executives, you will really want a place for your leads to have a qualification process and to separate leads from contacts. If this is you in your company, and this sounds familiar to you, then you're in luck. This is what the leads module was built for. Now, let's say on the flip side, you're doing account-based marketing. Let's say you're going after the Fortune 500 and you do some kind of leadership seminar training. Then you are going to want to steer clear of leads most likely, because leads can't associate to accounts, which would make committee level approval for certain more complex sales processes very difficult. With that being said, you will still want to utilize leads as a place for all of your website form fills to go. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you found this video helpful. And if you did, don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you next time.